Alright guys, it's your boy Callie back at it again with another YouTube video. Today we are reacting to Let's Go Kai Gets Kai Gets Dumped by a Girlfriend. I ain't gonna lie, that is a very crazy uh bio. Like that's a crazy title. Like I'm just being honest with you, but I'm not even gonna hold y'all. Let's get into this video.
What's poppin', y'all? It might have been a late Christmas miracle for some, and for some I mean me, because Kai Cenat got dumped by his girl, and I'll explain how this relates to me in a little bit. But first off, it got announced by Kai Cenat on his IG story and his Twitter, and he said, "I'm
I did see
single.
that.
I will never be in another relationship again." And Kai Cenat's
Yeah, I
assistant would
saw
also
that.
respond, and she would just post on her Twitter with the trash emoji. So everyone's like, yo, what the hell is going on? And me as well, because
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. This is like so messy of a situation. It's a very unfortunate situation as well, but I'm not gonna lie. It be like that, y'all.
a couple of days ago, or just not last week, this is not embarrassing at all, but this is funny. So what you're seeing on your screen is, an exchange on my phone with a homie of mine, and this is just me. Like I just love this hate and stuff. It's like it's in my blood, it's in my bones. I don't
That's
clock in and
crazy.
hate. I clock out and I hate more than I do when I'm online. It's just fun. I remember seeing this, what you're seeing on your
That's crazy, man.
screen right now, this compilation video for Kai Cenat's 24th birthday that his girlfriend was posting. And I just saw this, and it's not that I'm wishing on Kai Cenat's downfall, right? I don't want that. I wanted him to hit 1 million subs. Congrats to him. It's that the content that would come from him breaking up would just hit different, because you see him all booed up, you see them going every expensive restaurant, every city in Switzerland that none of us can pronounce. He was out there in Italy, private jets, all of that with his girlfriend. We're like, well, we all know that this is going to end. And this was me on December 17th. And I
I
said,
didn't
I
think that
cannot wait for
it
this
was
to
gonna
end.
end.
And then it ends. Like nothing but a week later. I should have asked God for something better. Here I was wasting my wish. Or just anticipating something that doesn't even really benefit me if we're keeping it a buck. But moving forward, I thought this was crazy because this happened so quick, because that same day on December 17th, his girlfriend put out a video talking about how amazing the life that she's living is. And I'm going to play that clip for you guys right now.
Y'all know your girl has been traveling, living life. My life is truly amazing, and I'm incredibly grateful for that. I get to travel, experience freedom, and the way that I live is literally the way that I knew I wanted to live as a child. I've always lived very nice, but as a little girl, I knew at this age, this is how I wanted to live. Like exactly how I'm living, exactly where I'm placed.
Okay, so I wonder if she was living how she was living prior or during. You see what I'm saying? Like, if she was living like this before, you know, obviously they got together, then I feel like, when people shouldn't really be, bashing someone for having a lifestyle they already had, right? But if this is something that happened post, like after the breakup, and she's now currently living this lifestyle now because she got help, probably got money, probably got gifts and all type of things, from Kai, then I don't know, y'all. That's bad, That's like, of course, you don't think about the bad things when you with somebody, but it's
Exactly
just
where I am in
crazy.
life. Like this is where I want it to be. And me knowing that and really seeing it in real time, I don't take that lightly at all. Like I do not take that lightly. And what I truly do understand is how blessed I am. This has been one of the most like mentally challenging years because I've had such an amazing year. but just also such a hard one. But now I'm learning to just stay where it's happy at, stay where it's peaceful, stay where it smiles and glitter and gold, okay? I'm also so thankful to have a partner who treats me with not only kindness but respect. Someone I can truly call my best friend. Having that kind of support has
Okay.
honestly shown me how important emotional safety and mental health really is. I am really proud of myself for how far I have come this month, and I just am excited for the rest of this journey.
And this is hilarious because Kai Cenat was talking about mental health and all that and starting to watch anime, which probably makes a little bit of sense. Dog was trying. Well, let's keep that for a little bit later in the video. But
Right.
the way that she talks must be so irritating because she's saying, "Yeah, when I was young, I imagined myself at this age." Mind you, she's like in her early 20s, living exactly the way that I'm living right now, aka financed by somebody else. Isn't that a dream? Like, manifestation must sound so good when you can really just luck yourself into something. Because this is absolute
That is
pure
true.
luck.
I
Like, she
I
just
I
ended
agree
up
on
with
that
Kai
one.
Cenat. And he just so happened to be the type of person that not only has the money.
Like imagine manifestation, like manifesting something. Sorry, and then you manifest something, but then you get it in the form of someone else. Like it's not that you manifested it, like you earned it or got it somehow. It's like somebody came into your life and gave it to you. Like I don't know if that's the same type of manifestation that everyone be having, but mine is different. I like to say that I like to earn mine, or God, has gifted it to me, but not because it got handed. And like I said it before, when you're in a relationship with someone, you don't expect, anything in return. When you give them something, you don't think that you're gonna break up or anything like that. But then when things like this happen, it just makes you wonder, like, hey, did this person, really care for me, or did they care for me before this, right?
To afford the life that she's looking for, but also the time to, devote to giving her that type of lifestyle and attention. And like I said, while Kai Cenat was doing his mafia-thon, I did give her credit. I was like, yo, she held it down. She didn't see him for 30 days and didn't complain, didn't throw up any weird stories or anything. This is why the breakup is so odd to me. And that's why when I
I
sent that
mean,
message,
yeah,
I was like, I can't
he
wait for
was
this to
working.
end because I'm just wondering, how does this end? Because, like, does it have to be a breakup or something that involves somebody cheating? Which is funny
Man,
because one of the rumors that started a day before this was a random page on X posted that
not gonna lie, they do look cute together. You know, it's like I said, this is a very unfortunate situation. I personally feel like it shouldn't have gotten taken to the internet. I feel like whatever it is had to be very dark, very bad enough for Kai or whatever to bring it to the internet, because if we all watch Kai, he wouldn't bring something to the internet unless he had like some kind of concrete proof, or like he knew for sure that this was true or something was true. Maybe not the thing that we all saw about the NBA young boy. Maybe that's not true, right? But maybe some other things are true, or maybe the thing with NBA young boy is true. But maybe there's like missing pieces that's not connecting right. Maybe she did go see young boy, but then while they were like first talking, but maybe like nothing actually happened between them two. Maybe it was just chilling. But who knows? Maybe it was more to this, because for him to come out publicly and say this on his Twitter, his X, and on Instagram, I think that is bad. And for his assistant to come out with the trash can emoji,
according to
not looking good.
academics, there's a rumor that Gigi, Kai Cenat's girlfriend, was cheating on him with NBA YoungBoy. And man, it's like Charlemagne says, why look for the truth? Cenat is going to play the
I'm just
sympathetic role,
gonna
and it is going to work.
I'm just gonna skip that, because like I already know a lot of this probably it's that right there is the sympathetic role. Like, no, like the man came out and said how he was feeling, he was hurt. Clearly he had enough proof of some things to know that this was imminent. Like, this is serious, like right now issue, right? It's not something that he could hold his tongue on and wait on. And this right here, this clip right here, also was a bad look because maybe I'm not gonna use this clip and be like it's uh, bad, you know, because this is content. You know, they're content creators. Kai's a content creator. She's a content creator now, right? And she could have been doing this just as content, but then again, she could have been doing this as what she want. I personally feel like it's both. I feel like she did this as content, and she did this in some truth. You know, I feel like there was a lot of truth to her asking for these type of things, and as we want to see,
Windows tinted up, you know, like that, so can't nobody know or tell that
you
it's
know,
me.
asking
Okay,
for a
or
$200,000
that's
car,
the G-Wagon route.
ridiculous, right?
Okay? Or we can go BMW
Just because somebody
X6 M
can afford it
competition.
doesn't
Really
mean they
nice
need
car as well. As you
need
can
to.
see, this one is pink. I would be okay if this one was black as well, pink in the inside. I'm just really big on like the black outside, the black exterior, pink interior vibe. I wanted black interior, pink exterior, but for safety reasons, I just feel like, yeah. And I did pick trucks because, you know, Atlanta has a lot of potholes and, you know, I can't always see them. And I feel like trucks go over potholes better than cars. Are you stressed? Are you okay? Do you need a fan? Are you okay? Okay, calm down, simmer down, simmer down. Simmer down. Yeah, I'm less likely to hit a curb in this car. You know, just it's safer for me. A truck is safer for me. Okay. Price, not that much. Not that much. It's not that much. Okay. I did specify that I want a big pink bow on top. Big pink one, not red, not blue, not green. Big and pink. That is gonna cost you around $50 to $100. Wait. Oh yeah. Oh, I was trying to get it. No. You can't get the ball without the car.
How much?
How much the car?
Yeah.
Not that much.
How much?
Not that much. I don't know. I don't know. It's not that much though. I promise. It's not that much.
Not
like,
that
it's not
much.
A lot. Okay.
$200,000. Not that much. Like what? Like come on now. 200. Like if anyone says $200,000 isn't that much, personally speaking, if that's not in your bracket, you shouldn't be speaking like that. Like I'm not saying that the girl doesn't have money herself, but for you to say that $200,000 and you're asking somebody else to buy it for you, shoo. I know he was like, man, like, you couldn't have asked for like a cheaper car, like something like that, you know, like maybe like a $30,000 car, maybe a $50,000 car, right? Like I could have gotten you a different type of Mercedes, you know, a C300, you know, but no.
Okay. Yeah. But like I said, the
No
bow
G-Wagons.
is cheap. Like the bow is where we're gonna. Nope. No.
But my point is that Kai Cenat has been hanging out with her, spending a bunch of time with her, spending a bunch of money
Right.
on her, like a disgusting
Ridiculous
amount.
amount.
I'm looking
like this thing is thinking about all the vacations that they went on, like traveling around the world. Like that costs a lot of money, right? To do such a thing, like international flights, nice hotel. I'm pretty sure they got nice hotels. I'm pretty sure he pays for security where he goes. Like all these things, right? I'm pretty sure are heavily costing him, and you know, and being in a relationship is expensive. You know, especially when your partner like that has expensive taste and they know that you can afford it. And it's just because you can afford it doesn't mean that your partner should always bring it out of you. Because $200,000 car, you know, $150,000 car, ridiculous to ask for. Especially when you haven't even been together that long. I feel like, personally speaking, she should have waited. Like, this is something that you do when, like, you propose to someone or, like, y'all been together for, like, 3 years. It's okay. Understandable. If she would have asked for, like, a cute little bracelet, chain, something like that, or even a vacation, whatever, right? For Christmas, her birthday, it's understandable. But, like, okay, I could buy you, like, a little $10,000 chain, or on the cheaper end, if you know, if you're in my price bracket, like $1,000, you know. But in his price range, of course he can afford it, but like at the same time, money, just as much as it comes, it goes too. Just because you're a millionaire, I mean you can be a millionaire forever if you keep spending like that, right? So yeah.
these also, I'm pocket watching, heavy on the pocket watching, and I'm just seeing where they're going. I'm like, dog, what the? I mean, just the private jet that they took is enough. So for him to be doing all that and to just randomly dump her and be like, yeah, you know what? I think I'm bored of our relationship.
Oh yeah, the private jets. I heard, like, man, private jets be costing like 30,000, 40,000, $50,000 to go one way. You know, and those are like those are the cheap end of jets, right? To go one way. Nah, I know he probably. I know he spent like with her like $200,000-300,000. I know it's not more.
That's not something that a guy's gonna do. Now, if he found out something, that's a different story. But she's saying she left. I think it makes more sense that she left. And maybe we might owe Lil TJ an apology on this one, because Lil TJ earlier, he was beefing with Kai, and he was it's playing on your screen right now. He was like, yo, go through that phone on stream. Let's react. And he was saying $200 flights. So he was talking about you throwing her.
Okay, cool. So let's just say that's true. Like, just because that is true, like something is true about someone even in the past, right? You cannot judge a person from the past, especially if you chose to be with them, right? You expect the best of that person. And, you know, kudos to Kai, because I'm pretty sure he might have seen some of these things, but chose not to judge her on what he was seeing prior to him. Because prior to him, of course, these things don't matter, you know? But if these things are true, like what little TJ was saying, okay, cool. You know, I learned, like, you know, I learned the hard way. I see, you know, what happened was true. I'm not gonna come in there and congratulate you, like, oh yeah, you're right. But like, I see now, you know, but I'm not gonna downplay my partner like while I'm with them. You know what I mean? If you downplay your partner while you with them, y'all, you should even be with them.
On $200,000 flights with all them private jets. She was on a $200 flight to come mess with the kid, and the kid in this scenario is little TJ. And of course, this is one of my favorite pages on X. Like this is the page that ended Blackboy Max's relationship with the compilation, not Ulxa. And I'm gonna play you guys this clip of his ex-girlfriend at this point, Gigi, talking about her ideal man.
Why we making the food and shit? Like, you could like
oh,
like
I saw this.
Build my name.
Yeah.
How?
Like,
I saw this.
You ever like seen 2K?
Yeah, the game.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, build your like 2K, like your dream.
How I do that?
I'm gonna give you an example. Like, you say like his height, his age, his weight. But
Okay, he gotta be like 6'1". What else he gotta have?
are we saying like, this is realistic?
Was we not being realistic?
I mean, I was being realistic, but like,
Me too.
are you okay? All right.
What you thought I was gonna say? 5'9"? 6'1".
Damn.
Waves. I love me a little, you know, like waves. Nice body, like works out, looks nice, light skin. He's an artist.
See, now this right here is just the trolling that they're doing right here. But man, it does look bad that it's a whole opposite. You know, that's really bad.
Artists by what? Like, are we saying like
Music.
artists in like
Music. He makes music. This is my dream. Okay, light skin makes music.
Now, I don't know about you, but this looks exactly like the description is the opposite of Kai Cenat in every way. Now, this surfaced when Kai Cenat was dating her, and he held it down, but the whole thing was, I mean, let's be real here. Like, you ask any girl, okay, like, describe like the ideal man you want. None of them are saying 5'2". It's just, it just is what it is. But does that mean that they're incapable of loving, you know, a lovable guy like Kai Cenat that just so happens to be 5'2"? Nah, I don't think that's true. I think they're capable of loving somebody like that, right? Like, everybody deserves some amount of love. And I mean, like, Kai Cenat, when he's standing next to LeBron James, what's 6'8" plus 5'2"? The guy's like 12 feet tall at that point. Boy, we're going to get a lot of good content out of this, and that's the most important thing. It's like, what are we gonna eat? And like before.
Yeah, y'all. I'm gonna end the video right here. I don't think that you should, praise or worship, the downfall of somebody's relationship, just because there's some negativity going on, and just because I'm reacting to it doesn't mean like I'm also happy about the situation, because I was genuinely happy for Kai for a while, yeah, because man, I seen him work hard. If you're a fan of Kai, he worked extremely hard, right? And then to enjoy your success with your girl and have a good time for a while, that's reasonable. You're a human being. You deserve to cherish what you work hard for, right? But now, I fear that with this situation, there's two things that's gonna happen. Either he's gonna fall into a deeper depression because he already posted that while he was with her, that he was going through something, and or he gonna use this as motivation, which is what I hope, and starts making a lot more content. So he be driven heavy more. So we just have to wait and see. We don't know what happens, but it's your boy Cali, and I'll see you guys next time.